Mecca, I want to make this quick video for you. This will cover SEO, some of the calling, inbound information, and also a little bit about the new site. So I'll take you through this real quickly. Spend 5 minutes with this particular video. This is probably going to be the most important of the 3 videos you're going to watch in this email. Really what I want to go through is taking a look at traffic coming into your site, the SEO, and phone calls that are being delivered from the SEO and pay-per-click. If we go into our SEO from the last month, what we can see here is, this is basically February through March 31st, we can see that the upward trending of your keywords, just like if you take, for example, chiropractor in Fairfield, which is where you guys are, I can show you where you found. So here's the paid ads up here, and you're right, in the center here. So you're found for your main keywords. We'd like to get a little bit more on this. Again, it takes a while for this stuff to happen. Some people have been at this for years, but we're starting to see good upward trending and momentum as your site gains authority within the framework of the different types of practices that are out there. You gained about 136 spots. Your Bing is absolutely skyrocketing, which is interesting, and how that results to your analytics. So speaking of analytics, what we want to see here is the split of your traffic. So over the last month or so, you had about 1,000 visits to your site, and of that, half are coming from Google. But then you can see there's a portion that are coming from AdWords, and then down here you can see Bing and Facebook are also in there as well. What's interesting is that your Bing traffic lasts almost a 3-minute visit on your site, a lot more than the Google is, and that's probably because that traffic's a little bit more qualified. Same with Facebook, they're on there for 2 minutes. So, it's interesting to see how long people spend on the site. That's a good indication of their interest level. And typically that means there's been some content that they've read that is getting there. So just to kind of review that. Just going to your Webmaster Tools real quick. This is basically the heartbeat of the business. And you can see, I just basically took a snapshot back from the beginning of the year, and you can see this blue line slowly increasing over time. These are impression counts that are being found, so it's basically someone typing in something and you will be found for it. That doesn't mean they're necessarily going to click on you, but Google's giving you more and more authority over time to be found for more and more terms. That's because of all the content we're writing for the site. And basically, it's showing you that you started off with under 500 impressions. It's almost down to 390 on a given day, and now you're upwards towards 630, and your low end is in the 440. So you got about a 20% lift in your impressions, and behind impressions comes clicks. So that's the good thing that is what we're trying to do. Is if we see this blue line continuing to trend upward, then we know the clicks will come behind it because of the logistics of it. Just going back into AdWords real quick, I wanted to show you the 2 different campaigns that we're running. So we have the ad groups for all of the different types of things that you guys are involved in. Most of the clicks are coming from spa and physical therapy, physical therapists, chiropractors are in there now. So going back to the campaigns that are actually being run, we see that we're running about 20 bucks a day on the days that you operate in the spa, and about $70 a day in Mecca Medical. Now the reason why we're doing this like this is because we've actually converted the SEO budget into your paid budget for this month. Now we can flip-flop back and forth. It's basically who, if you're paying me, we're going to be running SEO and content and so forth. If you're paying Google, you're going to be paying them per click. And they both have their advantages. I think the reality is that most of the chiropractors or medical health folks that we work with run about a couple thousand a month in AdWords to support their business along with doing SEO. So you guys are kind of switched in between here, but also your ads aren't running now because the credit card on file is getting I guess it's either not correct or it's been depleted. Just happened literally yesterday, so I'll call you on Monday to make sure that we're fixed that. So that leads us to the last piece, which is the calls. So here's Mecca Medical. You can actually see the SEO calls are now starting to rise. Last week we had, or the last month we had about 35 calls. A majority from the medical were from obviously SEO because we didn't really start running paid ads until a couple of weeks ago. So it's only going to be a few calls in here for that. And as you can see, here's the call flow. Here are the people who called, and then you can listen to the recordings. Again, you can get in here and do this. I listened to a couple. There was some conversions in here to new patients, which is great. And you can see like long duration calls typically are those types of calls where they're interested in more of a dialogue. And if we went to Mecca Spa, we can see, in addition, that we're starting to see the pay-per-click calls come in more consistently. We had about 12 calls in the last 30 days. So you're getting a call basically every other day out of the pay-per-click budget. All right, that's about it. I will just wrap this up with one thing. I see the new composition that Chris has done for the site, which includes the dithering on the side, includes a cleaned up navigation on the top, and the picture with the background in it. So I think this is exactly what you were looking for, and I think we pretty much can maybe move ahead at this point with the build if you're okay with this last rendition. I think it looks, to me, it looks spectacular. So we'll talk to you on Tuesday.